dining room for Christmas. I have everything laid out here on the counter behind me. And I recently picked up a few new pieces that I wanted to use in our kitchen this year. So I'm going to show you some of the new pieces and then also what we already have in our collection that I'm going to be using in this space. We recently updated our cabinets and this is my first time really decorating in this space since we painted them. So thank you for being here and for watching, and let's get started with decorating. Here is a look at some of the pieces I'm going to use in our kitchen today. One of my newest pieces is this wooden cutting board. I thought that this would be so fun to use throughout the holidays, and I also just love how it looks styled in the kitchen. I picked up some little marshmallows for our cocoa bar, and I also grabbed a new cordless lamp to use on the counters, so I'm very excited to get started with decorating. To start decorating, the first thing I'm going to do is add garland above our window. I have always wanted to do this above the kitchen window at Christmas time, so this year I finally was like, we are going to do it. Now that our kitchen is freshly painted, I really felt like it would stand out so much against the cabinets if I added greenery. I've also always wanted to add mini wreaths to our cabinet doors, so I could not wait to do this. I've had these little wreaths for several years, and I just tied some red ribbon around them and secured them to the door with a command hook on the inside of the cabinet. A few months ago, I thrifted this brass plate stand, but I have been loving using this in the kitchen as a cookbook stand, and I'm going to use this to display one of my favorite Christmas cookbooks. I love collecting Christmas cookbooks and decorating books, so I'm going to display one of my favorite ones on this brass stand. I'm also adding my new cordless lamp, a few bottle brush trees, and this Santa picture that I thrifted several years ago, and I'm going to fill him up with some wooden utensils. I did switch out the plate cover to that light switch to a brass cover that I thrifted, and my plan is sometime in the new year to continue changing out the rest of the outlet covers so that they match. I can't wait to do that, but now let's move on to decorating the rest of the counters. I switched out the crock that I had my utensils in for this big basket because it held so many more. I had several other wooden rolling pins that I have thrifted that wouldn't fit in the other crock, so I decided to use this big basket, and I love how it turned out. I also have this piece that I recently framed. I already had this frame and I already had this Currier and Ives print. I just never thought to put them together, but it is now one of my favorite pieces. I'm also going to add on a few more thrifted pieces like these brass candlesticks. Of course I won't like these taper candles, they're there just for decor. And then I'm going to add some of my favorite little Christmas tree mugs, the Christmas tree cutting board, and a few more touches to bring this section of the counters together. One thing that we've always wanted to do during Christmas is create a Christmas village. We didn't really have a great spot to put one in our last home, so we never did a full Christmas village, but a few months ago we decided we wanted to start looking and collecting little houses to use in one in this home because we have a really great spot above our cabinets to put a village, and we found all of these houses for $1 a piece. I still can't believe it. What an amazing find, and such a blessing to be able to get all of these for such a great price to use in our village. And then I got these twinkle lights that are battery operated and they have a remote to them from Amazon. I love that they twinkle, and they just really brought this whole village to life. Okay, I just added all of the lights to the village, and this is what it is looking like so far. We still want to add some more to it, some more little trees and things, but I love how it turned out. It just made the kitchen so cozy. This is something I want to recreate every year and continue to add to it. I ended up decorating our island a few days later, and I didn't film it, but I'm using this transferware pitcher that is filled with some of this greenery that I got from Amazon. I added in some berries with that. I added some bottle brush trees and my little Santa salt and pepper shakers that I thrifted last year from Goodwill, and I love how the island came together. Next, I want to thank Balsam Hill for working with me on this portion of today's video. I'm so excited to be working with them. We are going to be using some Balsam Hill pieces to create a joyful holiday space in our dining room today. The quality of these pieces is unlike any other. These are heirloom pieces that will be in your family for years to come. I'm so excited to be unboxing this 6.5-foot red spruce slim tree. It is the perfect tree for the corner of our dining room. I love the realistic looking branches. Also, how precious is Ayrshire? He was playing with his little Christmas toy over here as I was setting up the tree. But I'm also so thankful to have picked out some beautiful ornaments and picks for this tree from their website. They offer such a wide range of styles, whether you love something that is classic and timeless, or if you are drawn to something more whimsical or modern. They have something for every style. Here is what the tree looks like over here in the corner. I'm just fluffing it and getting it ready for the ornaments. I love how it looks in this space. I'm going to give you a close-up of each of the ornaments that I'm going to add, and hopefully you can see the quality of these. I was going for a very cozy cottage look, and I thought that these ornaments just went perfect with that. They truly just have some of the best ornaments that I have seen. I did change out some of the twine for some ribbon to hang them with to add even more of a cottage feel to this tree. This first ornament set that I'm sharing is called the Enchanted Woodlands ornament set. It comes with 25 ornaments, and I absolutely love the little critters and the mushrooms that are included in this set. These holiday icon ornaments are so sweet as well. This one reminds me of a little cottage, which of course I love. These are handcrafted from recycled cotton, and they are hand painted, so each one is unique and a little bit different. I also decided to get a set of these felt foraging mice. I thought that these fit the cottage feel of this tree so perfectly. I can't even describe how well made these are. The detail that went into these is just incredible. Everyone who comes over has just fell in love with these too. Look at her little dress, and she's even holding a lantern. I'm also adding on a few sentimental ornaments that we have collected over the years, including the ornament we got at our wedding. And then I'm also adding on a frosted berry garland and some berry picks. And I truly feel like that these just made this tree. Something about the red berries and the red garland, it just looks so pretty with all the other ornaments. I will have links to all of these items if you are interested in them, and a discount code for you to use on the Balsam Hill website in my description box below. And thank you so much again to Balsam Hill for making our dining room so magical this Christmas season. Another thing I really wanted to add to our dining room tree this year is a few handmade ornaments. So my husband and I have been making these little pipe cleaner candy canes, and then we're also going to get together with some family and we're going to make a few other ornaments and also a few more pipe cleaner ornaments, like some wreaths and things like that, just over the next few weeks as we have time. So it's really fun to just watch a Christmas movie and make some little pipe cleaner candy canes and have a few homemade ornaments. So I added those onto the tree. I love how they look up against this pretty green tree with all of the other red ornaments. So I think they're turning out super cute, and I can't wait to add on a few more little handmade items over the next few weeks. using ribbon in different colors, textures, and patterns and making little handmade bows is one of my new favorite things. I just love making little bows to go all around the home, on the tree, on wreaths, just everywhere this time of year. So I'm making a beautiful bow to go on the top of the tree, and I'm gonna layer a few different ribbons to get the look that I want, and I love how that turned out as our little topper. It definitely really goes with the cozy cottage feel I wanted on this tree. Okay, now moving over to my large hutch. I had a few houses that I have collected through the years that I wanted to put in here, as well as my little church that I purchased several years ago. So I wanted to put all of those in here with all of my little Santa mugs and Santa plates. I also have some red transferware and things like that that I'm going to use in this hutch. So I'm just going to start filling it full with everything that I had left over that I hadn't used in our kitchen or dining room yet. And I really like how it turned out. I also put some little fairy lights in here. I love putting fairy lights in this cabinet, especially with the glass doors. It just looks so pretty at night. So we're gonna bring this cabinet together. I also forgot to mention that I did thrift a smaller bench recently to go under these windows, because once I got the tree up and started putting out the Christmas decor, I realized that the other long bench that I had here was just too big for the space during this time of year with the tree. But I love having a bench under these windows. So I was on a mission to find a smaller one, and I was able to thrift this one. It also has storage, which I love. So it has been a great addition to the space. Whether this one stays in here after the holidays, or it might go somewhere else and we'll bring the bigger bench back in. I'm not exactly sure yet, but either way, I was very excited to add this to our dining room for extra seating and a little bit more storage. I really wanted to add some artwork over here to this wall, and thankfully I already had both of these frames, so I just framed a Christmas gift bag and some wrapping paper, and I love how it turned out. It was a very inexpensive way to add some Christmas artwork up onto this wall. As I am watching this back, I'm noticing a few little details that I would love to add or change, but that is the fun of decorating. You are never truly done, and it's so fun to go back in, change things, add things, and that's also something about watching your home back on camera. You really notice all of those little things that you don't notice in person. So I have a few more ideas, but you will see the final look of this space in my Christmas home tour. Since decorating the kitchen, I did go back in and add a few more finishing touches, so I wanted to share that with you here. One of those being my Christmas dish towels. So I already had the one with the bows on it that I got last year, and I wanted to add one more dish towel to it this year, so I found these at Target. I think they're so pretty. I just love the red, and it also came with another one that I'm using at our coffee bar area, and I'm going to share with you what that space looks like too and how that area came together next. Okay friends, that is what our kitchen and dining room is looking like for the 2025 Christmas season. I'm so excited to be finally sharing it with you. Decorating this year has been so much fun. I feel more inspired and more creative than I have in years, and it's been so amazing to be able to try out some different ideas and different things that I've had on my mind for years. Finally getting to bring them to life in this home has just been such a blessing. But I pray that you are having a wonderful November. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all in my very next video.